Good morning, students. Today we are going to start and discuss the next topic of your physics, that is circuit diagram. So what is a circuit diagram? So a circuit diagram which is indicated how different components in a circuit have been connected using electrical symbol for the component is called as electrical circuit diagram. So means, as you already observed that how the circuit is prepared with the diagram in the previous video. So similarly here different electrical symbols that is shown in the circuit is called as circuit diagram. What does it actually means? So electrical symbols. So you can see here the different names is given here, components, that is electrical cell, battery, plug key, and all these things are electrical components, and that has to be shown with some symbols that has to be easily identified in the circuit diagram. So that's why circuit diagram is composed of electrical symbols, not the electrical components. So here you can see the electric cell. The electric cell is shown by this symbol. You easily observe the symbol, dash line, a big line and small line. This big line is positive and small line is negative. Similarly battery, the number of cell is called as battery. Then plug key, open. Open means it should be like this, there is no dot inside, there is blank space, and it's called the key is open, means the circuit is open. Then plug key is closed. Closed means you have to put inside, there is a dot. Dot means this plug is closed. Then wire is a straight line. Then this is electrical bulb. Then come the next important thing, that is called resistor of a resistance. So this is represented by this symbol, straight and then zigzag line. This is called the resistor. Then variable resistance, or a device that is called rheostat, that we will study in our next class. So this is the symbol for, there are two symbols, both are represented the same thing, that is called variable resistance. So now ammeter is like this and this is for the voltmeter. So these are the complete thing about the electrical symbols. Now we are going to study very important concept of electricity, that is called Ohm's law. So what is Ohm's law? Before you go for the Ohm's law, we are going to study what is this all about. A German physicist George Simon Ohm found out a relationship between current I and the potential difference V across its terminal. So if there are two terminals and between the current is flowing I and the potential difference is V, then we are going to discuss the relationship between the V and I is called as Ohm's law, and this is stated by a German physicist George Simon Ohm. So let's find out the definition of Ohm's law. So what is Ohm's law says? The potential difference V across the ends of a given metallic wire in an electric circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided its temperature remain constant. So this is the definition. Let me give the brief discussion about this thing. So suppose there is a terminal, there is a metallic wire, and there is a metallic wire across the two ends. Let the potential difference is V, and through the metallic wire and the current is flowing is I, and so in that case the potential difference V is directly proportional to I, and V is directly proportional to Y means if potential difference across two ends is increasing, then the current is also increasing. So at that point the temperature remain constant, the temperature has to be constant. So mathematically, when we are discussing, so it is told that V is proportional to I, and when the proportional is removed, it will be V is equals to IR. There is a new word come, capital R, and this R is called as constant, and it is betterly known as the resistance of a wire. Whatever the wire you are using, that R is represented by its main resistance. So what is the SI unit? The SI unit is called as ohm, OHM, and it is represented by a letter, this one. We're supposed to write the symbol like this. So this is the concept about Ohm's law. And so what is ohm, that we are going to define now. Let's define 1 ohm. So 1 ohm is defined as like this. If the potential difference across the two ends of a conductor is 1 volt, the current through it flowing is 1 ampere, then the resistance is said to be 1 ohm. So what this 1 ohm means, if the current is flowing through a metallic wire or a conductor that is 1 ampere and the potential difference across the two ends is suppose 1 volt, then the resistance will be of 1 ohm. That is the main concept. That is, if the resistance is said to be 1 ohm, then the current flowing through the conductor is 1 ampere and the potential difference across the two ends must be 1 volt. Then that is defined as Ohm's law. So the further thing we are going to discuss in our next video. So thank you.